Good morning. Welcome to Craft Round the Clock. I'm Sheila from Sweetie's Creations and Decor. So it's good to see you. Let me get you up here. I got this idea and I didn't get it from Pinterest. I found it online. It came up one day and I took a picture of it, but it didn't really have a name of who did it or anything like that. But if I find out, I want to give them credit. So it said to take some frames, and y'all, this is only one frame that I had. I don't have a lot of frames. And to be honest, I've got one more. So we're going to take these. We're going to do some little things with it. Now, I did make some papers. I think on this one, I am going to add a little piece of lace. It said to add doilies and lace and things like that. I think I'm going to use this paper on the background, though. I think this is really pretty. I printed out some of these. This came from my Canva. I just designed it from one of the plates they had. And I think I'm just going to take this back part off and just cut out my paper like that, and that will be easy. I'd love to find some more of these. I don't remember if they came from the Dollar Tree or where they came from, but I've had it a while. And I'm just going to draw that off and then just put it on my piece of wood here. That'll be the easiest. And we're just going to make some little simple ornaments that you could give some friends, your neighbors, the mail carrier, you know, anybody that... in service that you just like to thank just a little bit. Sometimes they just need a little something. Just using a little bit of Mod Podge, and I'm going to put this on, I think I'm going to put this on this side, y'all, because I want to put a little piece of lace. But you don't know your mail carriers like you used to anymore. You used to know everybody. I had a mail carrier when I used to work in a part of town for a chiropractor, and we had a mail carrier that looked like Elvis. The first time he walked in, I thought, boy, he kind of looks like Elvis. Has hair like Elvis and everything. And he was an impersonator, and we went to see him at a show, and he was so good. He gave us tickets, and then I do have a signed picture from him somewhere where he's dressed as Elvis. So you can have some funny people sometimes. Put a little piece of lace on this one, y'all. This was a little piece that I was trying to think. Did I cut this off of something? Y'all, I have a lot of those old slips and stuff, and some of those are kind of, the elastic kind of stretched out on them. Some of them I've kept because some of that's coming back in style. Have y'all seen that the little slips under the skirts, that people have been wearing those again? I think sometimes our bodies just say, I've had enough, it's time to rest. So we have to just go by that, don't we? Let's just put a little piece of this up here in the corner, I think. Let's put our, let me think. I think I'll put it on this side. I just think we're going to put just a little piece of lace under here. And I believe this lace was off of something I had. I've got another piece. This I know came off of a slip. And I coffee dyed some of that too. So I coffee dyed this. I'm just going to put it up under the frame and then glue it down a little bit. I think that's going to be the easiest. It's just to put a little piece here. That's just going to give it a little something on here. Doesn't have to be anything fancy, y'all. Just do what you feel. But these were using greenery and just making little ornaments. And I just thought they were so cute. So I'm going to trim that one there, but I'm going to get my sewing scissors because those wouldn't cut butter that I've got there. We're just going to cut a little piece off. I think these will be fun. So these will be little gifts that you give, especially teachers or your Sunday school teachers or anything like that. I'm looking to see which side's the correct side, y'all. It's kind of hard to see. All right, and then I'm just going to trim that off a little bit. I'm just going to put it little at an angle and trim it off. Listen, nothing fancy. Nothing fancy. These are easy peasy ideas today. I'm going to be easy peasy ideas. So if you don't have a frame, I'm going to show you we can use some other things. So that one's just going to go right there. Let me get this back in. Now give me a minute, y'all. Fumble fingers today. Piece of lace. Now all they did was take greenery, Christmas greenery, and they just glued it on here. And I like how that looks. I think it's just something simple that can be cute. Hey, Glitzy Grandma. Hey, Penelope. Good morning. Hey, Bonnie. Good to see you. Okay, let me see which side. I think this side. So these are just this is just off of a wreath that I bought from Hobby Lobby, and I cut it apart, and then I can still use the wreath because I couldn't find the greenery like this I wanted. So I finally found a wreath for a good deal, just a little small wreath, and I got it. I want to go back and get some more. I have not been able to go to the store this week. I went out yesterday and mailed my last package, but I just could not make myself go to the store. So I said, no, I'm going to go back home, go back to bed and rest, get plenty of rest. And then I was glad an opening came up this morning. We're just going to glue that down and put a little bit more hot glue right up in here, just to keep that down there. And then that tight bond is going to hold it completely. Let me get my little finger and put a little bit more hot glue right up in here. So it's hard to see that lace, so I may not put that kind of background again, but it's okay because I think it'll show enough. And then this one's just going to have a little bell here at the end. I almost didn't leave enough room for it. Let's scoot it up just a little bit while it's still wet. And I'm going to put that right down there at the bottom. I was able to scoot it just a little bit. There we go, while it's still wet. And then we're going to put this at the bottom. It's just going to have a little piece of a rusty bell on there. There's some that I rusted myself. This one I painted. I do have some I rusted as well. You can just take a mixture, I think it's vinegar and some other items, salt and something else right now, and you can make your own rusty. So isn't that cute, just like it is? Just something simple. Yeah, it kind of does look like a cactus, but it is a little piece of greenery. And then we're going to put a little cord on there, and I think I'll just take some of this material that I have and make a little bow. Just take and make us a little bow for it too. And I think I'll cut this in half. This is a little bit wide. Let's see if we can cut a little bit here. Y'all, this is the best therapy you can do right there. Best therapy ever. So let's just make it. I'm just going to make it. This is going to be simple and quick today, just so y'all can just get some little simple ideas of things that you can do just dress up some little frames. These are so cute in your tree, especially if you've got a little small tree like in the kitchen or something. I was going to go out and look for a small tree as well. I hope I have one and just have one in the attic. I don't think I have one tall enough for what I want, but I will still go look. Michael's had a good sale on trees, and I think Hobby Lobby has got theirs 50% off. They're about gone now, but maybe the smaller trees aren't gone. But I just was going to get some of that. Okay, we're just going to put that right there. That's going to work. Just a little simple, and I wanted mine to look more vintage, so this material is going to look a little bit more vintage. And these are just going to be simple little, maybe last minute ideas, or I tell you something else, these would be great to take to the nursing home or to the retirement home for people. These would be really cute to do that as well. Just a little simple bow, and let's put a little, and I'm going to use the string to put us a little hanger on here. This is just some hemp cord. I thought it would look better, so I'm going to put a little bit of it on there. I'm just going to put it on both sides. Just going to make it where it will hang on the tree. A little bit of glue. Let's get our finger. I'm going to make it a little long so that we have plenty of room there for it to, and then you want to make it long enough to hang on your tree, because if you make it too short, you can't get it on there too well. So I'm going to do that. Let's cut that off. Whee. And there's that one. Isn't that so cute? And I had just used some brown paint and painted the background on it. So that one's cute. You could put some little berries on it too, and I might go back and put a few little berries. That might make it look more like it's not a cactus. It almost does look like a cactus, doesn't it? But it's cute. All right, now let's try, I've got this one here, this frame. And this one's just an old frame I've had, y'all, and I don't even know where I got it. I've had it for years, and both of these, I think I really like this one. I got these off of Canva. And we're just gonna make a circle with this one too, and I think we'll just use one of the sides. We'll just make us a little template like that. I love this paper. I think this would be so pretty. You don't have to use the paper. You can just use a painted background. You don't have to use the paper at all. These are just ideas just to inspire you, and then you do you. I think that's going to be pretty though. I think that's going to be pretty. I hope that's not my heat coming on, because I really don't need the heat right now, but it's just the fan. It's 50-something degrees here this morning. It's going back up to the 70s. Okay, y'all. This may hold without, but let's just go ahead and put a little bit of, let's put a little bit. Hey, Pat from Unique. Hey, Diane. How are you? My sweet Pat. I've already talked to her this morning. Miss Pat is so sweet to check on me. Mod Podge on there just to keep that down. I'm just going to give it a quick little iron. You could do anything on these, y'all. Any kind of little ornament. Some little flat ornaments like the little wood pieces would be cute. Those would be really cute to do as well. And I might try to get some little frames. I might try to get some little frames. I'm going to be on Cardboard Day tomorrow. It will be a lot of fun. Yeah, wow, I really got that one off. That's all right. I'm just going to press it in here. I don't know how I got that so off, but that's okay. We're going to make it work. Hold on. I had to get a penny out. Somewhere I have a penny. Unless I moved it. Hold on. I wish I wouldn't have ironed that. I would have liked that to be a little bit more over, but that's okay. We're going to go with it. I got a little long, and I was just talking. I think when I ironed it off a little bit. That's okay. We're going to make it work. This has a crazy frame back. You have to use like a screwdriver or a penny to get it. Hold on. It came out of here. So no, it goes back in. Maybe it has to go the other direction. I don't know where that penny went, but it's all right. It's staying in right now. We'll just use it this direction. Sorry about that, y'all. Thank you. All right, let me see. We had some other greenery. I've got some different ones here. Let's see. Maybe I'll put that one or this one. I think maybe this one. This is just another piece of greenery that we can put in here. Might have a little bigger. Let's see. That one did have a pine cone on it. Let me see what else I got. You know, we could put a little tree on there too. Let's put this one with the pine cone right here. I like it. Let's do it. Thank you. This weather makes us all have sinus issues until it decides what it wants to do here. And y'all, it wouldn't be surprising if on Thanksgiving we have a 70-something degree day. It just isn't. We had let's put a little bit more or something. Nope, not liking that either. Okay. I didn't like any of those ideas, so hold on, I'm still looking. So I think what we'll do, I know what we'll do, we'll stick a little bit of some Sweet Annie on here. Let's do that. I kind of liking that. I thought I might do one with Sweet Annie. Let's do a little piece of that. Okay, let's try a little piece of that. Thank you, Mary. I've got to get in my craft room and get that straightened out. That is going to be a project. I like the Sweet Annie on there. That's cute. I like that. Okay, let's put that up. Then I'm going to show y'all another idea. Oh, good. Good, good. Let's just put a little piece of, let's see. I think we're going to put a little piece. Hold on. It's not long enough. This one will be. Let's put a little piece of this color on there. That'll look good. I'm just making just some little quick tie bows, y'all. Nothing extravagant about this. This is just going to be easy peasy for you. Especially if you're new to crafting. How about these? These are easy. Easy for you to do yourself. Easy for you to do yourself. We're here to inspire you. You do you. You can put Christmas trees on there. You can do all kinds of things with these. Nothing big and fancy, but something cute that you can do. I'm going to make it a little bit longer. Hey, Fatima, how are you today? You got a good joke today? I know you'll think of something funny. Maybe something for Thanksgiving. What you got for Thanksgiving? I like the color. Let's put that on there. Love you, Big Caffany. Okay, I'm just going to put those to the side a little bit. You know what? I think I'm going to take them. I'm going to take that little side. Oop. Let me spread that out a little bit. I'm going to put just a tad of glue right there and let that stay out like that. I should have my finger. That's all right. I'm not going to barely touch it. Now, you also, I think another cute thing is to put some molds in the middle of that. That would be so cute with molds. So there's that one. It's got a little hanger in the back, so I won't really have to put a hanger on that one. But there's just a little simple one with that. All right, now we got some other greenery. Let me use some of it. And then I've got some wood pieces here. So we're just going to use some of our blank wood pieces. This is just a piece of scrap wood that I have. I thought it would be cute. Now, what I was thinking, I think I've got enough of this one. This one's still a little wet, so it's going to be a little, I'm going to work with it very gentle. I think I'll make me a frame with my molding. I think just make a frame with the molding. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'll use this one. I'm okay with this little line over there. So let's take it and let's cut it off. Now you can cut these with scissors. This is the Form Flex. It will also cut with scissors. Now I'll probably trim it a little bit when we want to have it plenty long for right now. And I've got enough to do it, but I'm gonna have to, I'll trim it back up after I put it on here. Now this one is a little bit wet, so I'm going to dry it just a little bit. I just took this one out. Why don't turkeys trust each other? Too much foul play. Oh, thank you for that. I needed that laugh today. It was funny. So I want to show you what else you could do if you just had some scrap wood that you could just use it. Okay, we're going to trim that back off just a little bit right there. Okay, now we're going to do our sides, and I'm going to use this piece here. Now we're going to need the bottom, so I'm going to have it in. So I think I'm going to place it in. So I just broke that one. That's okay, because you can fix them back with glue. If you take them out of the mold and they break, just take you a little bit of your Tite Bond and put it on there, and it will fix right up. So all we have to do with that is put a little Tite Bond in there, and that's going to fix right back up. And then take your little extra glue off, and it will just fix right back. Or you can take a little piece of your molding clay and fix it as well. So this is actually Form Flex. Hold on, y'all. Let me get that back down. I'm going to trim that off a little bit too. Form Flex is what I used for that. So I'm going to try to be very gentle with it. Let's see if we can fit that in. May have to trim it a little bit more. Okay, trim it just a little bit. I'm going to put just a tad of hot glue right there. Yes, I got to just take just a little edge of that one off. I'm just going to put a little hot glue where I don't have my wood glue. Just a tad. Don't want to use too much of the hot glue on these because y'all, they'll just pop off. Okay, we got that one. Let me fix this. Yeah, we're doing good. We're doing good. We've gotten a few done here. All right, let's see, y'all. Got to trim this one just a hair, just a little hair. Let's trim it on this end. Put that one up there. Let's trim it on this end just a little bit. Okay, there we go. All right, we're just going to put this one on very gentle. We're just going to frame this out just a little bit here. There we go. Now let's cut our other side. I try not to cut that piece that I fixed, but I think I'm going to have to. I'm just going to be careful in cutting it. And I think it'll work. Just got to be careful with it. That's all. Okay, let's put this up here. Let's put this in this end. Right like that. Y'all just, sorry, my fingers are a little shaky today. Okay. We'll save that little piece. We might use it on something else. Okay. We're just going to put that in our frame there. And then we'll paint it up. Just kind of fit it in. Just be gentle when you've got pieces that you're not completely dry, because you will kind of squish your, you don't want to squish out your design in it, so you just got to be a little careful with it. Just a little careful there. See a little bit of an ookie when we get that out later, okay? And this right here, we're going to trim off just a little bit. Just a little bit right there. So look, made our own frame, right? We didn't have to worry about that. We made our own frame. Okay, excuse me, y'all. All right, I think we'll just paint it up in some cream. We'll just use a little bit of the cream puff, and we'll just paint that on up. We could do a little. Let's just use cream puff. Whoop, got a little more than I needed, but that's all right. We're gonna use it. We'll use it. Go ahead and paint in here just a little bit. I'm not going, I think I might put a little piece of doily inside this one. And then I'm going to use some different greenery. Let's just get these painted up. Doesn't have to be perfect. We can always go back. I'm being very gentle with that piece that's wet. How cute. I kind of like it. Okay, I've got another piece of lace here, and this one has been coffee stained. See, that's so white. I think I better use this one. Let's dry that up. Let's use a little piece of this lace. Okay, we'll use a little piece of that. Let's see which way. That was a little slip I cut apart. You know, when the elastic breaks on them, you can't do a whole lot with it anyway. Okay, let me find my greenery for this. So I cut some pieces. A little pick that I got from the from Hobby Lobby as well. So y'all float me a heart if y'all are liking this idea and thinking about other things you can do. Just when you're seeing other people create, start thinking about what you can do. You're like, okay, you know what? I could do some of those with so-and-so. I could do some of those with something else. Just, we're here to just give you an idea, and then you go with it. You go with what you think you're going to like. So I like this greenery here. This is just a cute little greenery. I really like this one. It's just, it was called, did it have a name? it was, y'all, my eyes, CP2161 is what it was. That's what this one is. So let's see if this one will fit in there. May have to trim it just a little bit. I like this one too. This one really looks like a tree to me. I really like this one. So let's see if we want to put that little lace behind it. Hey! Hey, Judy. Kiss a Frog with Crafts with Judy. Y'all are too funny. I think a piece of that might look good in there, like in the middle. I kind of like that. I kind of like the whole lace thing. What do y'all think? Y'all float me a heart. I like that whole lace piece, don't y'all? You might can't see it that well, but I think it's pretty. I think I'm going to use a piece. I'm going to use that piece and just tack it down a little bit. And I like that. You like it too? Yeah, I do too. It's just pretty, isn't it? Yeah, it's just going to give it a whole little decorative look there. I like that. All right, let's put it down. Let's put a little bit of our, let's put a little bit of the Mod Podge. You could just use glue and water as well. It's whatever you have. I'm just going to put that down. Kind of glue that down a little bit. It's got a little bit long on this side, but that's okay. We'll tack it down just a little bit. We can always trim it. So I like to have some sewing scissors. Okay, let's put this back in here. Okay. Oh, I like the lace in there. I do like that. That is pretty. And let's put this piece down. Let's put it down right in here. All right, we're going to trim. That'll work right there. Okay. I'll put a little glue like this on here because that hot glue will stick up a little bit. This will give it a little extra hold there. A little bit of hot glue. You could put some little flowers on there. You could put some berries. I think I've got some berries too. I may have some small ones. I know I've got pit berries. I know pit berries would be pretty. Okay, y'all, let's try not to burn our hands here. All right, I'm going to take that very, very top and trim that just a little bit right there. Oh, I like this greenery. This looks good. Whoop. I like that with the lace behind it. Even though you can't see all the lace, it still looks really pretty. Hold on, y'all. That piece came back up right there. I'm going to put a little bit more Mod Podge right up in there. Once I glued that down, we'll press it back in with a little bit of Mod Podge, and we may have to trim it off a little bit more. It kind of wrinkled just a little bit. Let's see if we can kind of put it up. This hasn't dried. I'm going to see if I can kind of put that on top a little bit. There we go. I think that's what I'll do is kind of try to put it up under that frame a little bit while it's still wet. But there's that one. Let's put a few, you know what, maybe that, what do y'all think? Give me a heart if y'all like that, or if you think it's too big. I kind of like it, but it may be a little big. Oh no, I kind of like it. I'm seeing some hearts. I do have some pit berries. And then let me put a little bit, I think we'll put a little bit of the, y'all didn't like that. I don't see any hearts on that one. So I think y'all didn't like that one. It's a little big. Let's put a few pit berries. I wish I had some smaller ones of those in rust. That would be pretty. Let's put a few pit berries on here. That might be pretty. Where's my end? We're bound to have an end. One of the ends has got to be here somewhere. Well, we'll be making one then. Y'all know how sometimes you have an end and then you go back and then the end's not there anymore? Okay, here we use this end here. That's where it was. Okay, let's put a few of those on. You're liking it? Thank you. Thank you, Mary. Thank you. Just gonna cut a few of these. Put that. Now I could put, I'm thinking I'll put a little gold on there though. Let me still put some of these little guys in there. Let's see, at least a few. I've got to go back and watch a lot of people. I missed a lot. I went back and tried to watch some, but I've got to go back and watch a few videos and things of my friends. I'm sorry, I just couldn't watch everybody. Oh, I kind of like the berries on there. I kind of like the berries. Okay, let's take a little bit of that gold, because we only have a couple of minutes, but we might. And I think we'll just brush some gold. I think I'm gonna like this on here. A little bit of the 24 karat gold by Paint Pixie. This is one of my colors that I picked in my, if you go and look on my page, this is one of the colors that I picked to go in my paint. I kind of like the gold on there. That I probably put a little bit more, but look how pretty that one is. And that's just a simple little frame that you make yourself, and a simple little tree. And I'll put a little hanger on that one. I like this one. And a little piece of Sweet Annie on there, just for something simple, go in a different direction. I might end up framing this one in too. I just also have this little piece. I like this little simple green. Just looks like Christmas greenery to me. Thank you. We'll show you what we have. I'm just going to hot glue this one for time. And then I think a little piece of the Sweet Annie on there. We'll just kind of give that a little look. And then maybe just a little bow, or I might fill it in with a little, may do another frame. I do have this little thin, it looks like a little tree. I have some of that. That might be cute on there, or this one. So I've got both of those, and that might be an idea too. Another thing I saw is they just put some little wood pieces on here too, which would be cute. So I'm kind of thinking maybe a piece of that, and maybe just a little piece of, I think just a little piece of this with it might look good. Thank you, Kathleen. I think just a little piece of this greenery with it. Yeah, this would just be something a little different. Just take some, especially if you have some greenery pieces that fell off, instead of throwing them away, save them and make you some little bitty ornaments with them. How cute is that? That's just simple, but it's cute. Here's the one we just did with the tree. And where'd the other one go? Oh, here it is. I put it away from myself. Here's this one with the little greenery. And then we have this one. So aren't those cute little ideas? Just simple. And that would be so cute on a little small tree. Or if you just have a little place, and you know, this would be a fun project with your kids or grandkids. They would love it. So my